The most anticipated Wizarding World RPG of all times is just around the corner. Hogwarts Legacy has entranced Wizarding World fans and gamers alike with its massive open world, combat mechanics, attention to the lore, and much more. Although the game is not perfect, it has seemed to fit the bill for what most Wizarding World fans ever wanted. It is no wonder it is well on its way to becoming the 2023 Game of the Year. But what makes Hogwarts Legacy so good? Let's dive in everything there is to know in Hogwarts Legacy so far. Welcome to the Ori Division. I am your host Sly, and I'm ready to unveil more Hogwarts Legacy secrets. The main game is set in the 1890s, when for some unusual reason, we, the player, are invited to attend Hogwarts as a 5th year student. While at Hogwarts, the Ministry of Magic and our professors provide us with a field page guidebook designed to have us catch up to our fellow 5th year peers. Why? Well, because we are the chosen one. Yep, we're awesome. We can kill, disintegrate, and turn our enemies into chicken. Okay, let's back up a bit. Apparently, we possess a super powerful ability known as Ancient Magic, an extremely powerful branch of magic that had been forgotten from the Wizarding World since Merlin's time. Its wielder is said to be able to control the very fabrics of nature and reality, as this magic comes in its purest form, from the very essence of the world or the very fabric of existence. My theory is that we're either Muggle-born and protected by the Ministry of Magic, or protected by an order, or we're part of a Wizarding World family that has protected us from the outside world because we inherited this ancient power hereditarily. Either way, eventually we are found out by Ranrock, the big baddie goblin who has learned about us and wants to use our power as a weapon in his war against the Wizarding World. In the process, Ranrock kills our parents or protectors. That's why we can't see Testrals. But somehow, we escaped with the help of the Ministry or through the help of the Order. Professor Fig, in my opinion, was one of these secret watchers or protectors. We are then sent to Hogwarts to learn more about witchcraft and wizardry to be able to protect ourselves, as well as to advance the interests of Professor Fig and or the Ministry. Professor Fig's background in astronomy or ancient runes, yep, I think he's either our astronomy or ancient runes professor. It is through this quest that we learn more about ancient magic, about Merlin, the most powerful ancient magic user, and we're off to the races. Our choices throughout the game will mold our character into a good or evil persona. It will no doubt determine the success of this very probable war. Turns out you can look like whomever you want in this game. Hogwarts Legacy has provided us with a very robust character creation system, where you can change your face, hair, eyes, nose, freckles, warts, and the like. You can also link your WB account to your Wizarding World account to transport your house and wand into the game. While you are at Hogwarts, you will also be taking mandatory and optional classes throughout the changing seasons and day-night cycles, in order to advance through the main quest and get stronger in the game respectively. It appears the game will last only one academic year after the game director Alan Tu's confirmation during the gameplay showcase number 2, where he mentions throughout the academic year in singular format. The following are the locations of interest I've been able to pinpoint at the castle. Here we have the main courtyard that leads up to the entrance hall and the Great Hall, the kitchens underneath the Great Hall, the dungeons where the potion lessons reside, the Slytherin Common Room, the Grand Staircase Tower, Headmaster's Office, Infirmary, Clock Tower, the Clock Tower Courtyard, the Hufflepuff Common Room underneath the Great Hall and adjacent to the kitchens, the Gryffindor Common Room on the 7th floor, the Ravenclaw Common Room, East Courtyard, the Viaduct, the Central Hall, the Divination Tower and Classroom, the Library, the Transfiguration Courtyard and Classroom, the Defense Against the Dark Arts Tower, where the Defense Against the Dark Arts Classroom is, the Astronomy Tower and Classroom, History of Magic Classroom, Care of Magical Creature Classroom, North Courtyard, Quidditch Pitch, although this one is a puzzle since Quidditch is not going to be playable in Hogwarts Legacy, unless if they're already prepping for a DLC, which is awesome. The massive greenhouses, the Owlery in the distance, and the Forbidden Forest to the north. We also have some unknown locations I have not been able to find in the castle. The Prefect's Bathroom, the Charms Classroom, and the Room of Requirement. Inside of the Room of Requirement, It seems we'll have 3 different types of vivarium or biomes to care for, rescue, and play with our fantastic beasts. The one on the left looks to be a swamp or marshy vivarium. The one on the right, a snowy biome, possibly where we will place our water creatures. And the one on the bottom, the meadow vivarium. Now, interesting bit here is the room of requirement is completely customizable. You can change the color and shapes of basically everything you see here. Inside of the room of requirement, we will have access to the loom, a tool that we will be able to use in order to upgrade our items. The village of Hogsmead is located to the east of Hogwarts and directly across from the Black Lake. Every year, the Hogwarts Express brings first years and students from all years through this viaduct to the Hogsmead station, where the first years are then transported to Hogwarts via boats, and everybody else through the Testral-mounted chariots. In Hogsmead, you'll find the following confirmed shops: the 3 Broomsticks, the Tavern, Honeydukes, the Sweet Shop, Zonko's Joke Shop, J. Pippin's Potion Shop, the Hogsmeade Owl Post, or the Post Office, the Hogshead, another tavern, Quality Quidditch Supplies, this is where we'll be able to upgrade our brooms, even though there's no Quidditch, the Magic Neep, a green grocery store, Ollivander's Wand Shop, where we can possibly pick up our wand, Steepley & Sons, a tea shop, the Crown Royal Shop, Dervish and Banges, the Magical Equipment and Repair Shop, Gladrags and Wizardwear, Madame Mason's Shop from that creepy Hogsmeade quest, and Scriven Shaft's Quill Shop. The grounds and the lanes of Hogwarts are pretty massive. Some of the places have been confirmed. We have a Lower Hogsfield and so an Upper Hogsfield, the signs point to the west of Hogwarts, Cambridge Hamlet, this is the village we're at, and it's just south of Hogwarts, Arranshire, pointing to the north towards Hogwarts, Brockborough, possibly a hamlet to the east of Hogwarts, and a local graveyard that is just located southwest of the Cambridge Hamlet where we are now. There are also some confirmed locations that we're going to travel throughout the game. The first one is the Bank of Gringotts, then Azkaban, then the Goblin Ranrock's Willy Wonka's factory, and here's a quick overview of the size of the map. What we can see here only accounts to 1/6 of the total size of the map. That's if we stop at 6. The numbers could even go higher to 7, 8, 9. I mean, it's crazy. The Ancient Magic or Merlin's Chamber or Pensive Chamber, where we're probably gonna be able to access memories or fast travel to interesting locations. The following professors have been confirmed. We have Abraham Ronan, the playful charms professor from Slytherin House, who is a professional gobstone player and loves to incorporate gameplay in his lessons. Mirabelle Garlick, the sweet herbology professor from Hufflepuff, whose sunny and likable demeanor charm both students and professors alike. Dinah Hackett, the stern but likable Defense Against the Dark Arts professor from Ravenclaw, who's a retired unspeakable from the Department of Mysteries and believes in hands-on teaching. Probably my favorite professor so far. Aesop Sharp, the gruff potions professor from Slytherin House, who is a retired aura, who will teach us battle-worthy potions and is not keen on pranks. Snape vibes. Eliza Fig, probably our astronomy or ancient ruin professor. We don't know much about Eliza Fig, but the fact that he's basically with us all the time. Headmaster Phineas Nigellus Black, the most hated headmaster in Hogwarts history. He absolutely hated the job, and it showed. Professor Cuthbert Baines, very boring history of magic professor who died during a class and has never realized it. Professor Ernesto Jag, Sebastian Sallow's uncle and professor of the care of magical creatures subject. Professor Onai, she is Natsai Onai's mother and divination professor who has moved from the African Magical School of Wugadu to teach at Hogwarts. Professor Weasley, and by process of elimination, I'd say she's either the Transfiguration or probably the Muggle Studies professor. Lastly, we have our Broom Flight professor, who will probably teach us how to fly a broom so we can traverse across the world. We will befriend companions from each house as we progress in the game. Each companion will come with their own motives and side quests that will give us access to new spells, mounts, and items. The first one is the Hufflepuff companion, and the next Dark Witch, Poppy Sweeting. Poppy is a bright and compassionate person, lies and deceits, with extensive knowledge and a deep love for beasts. Her questline will probably involve us fighting against poachers and rescuing endangered creatures, as well as taking over the Wizarding World. Next, we have our beloved Sebastian Sallow, our charming Slytherin companion, who is trying everything he can, including casting Crucio on people, to find a cure to his twin sister's debilitating curse. He's my dark arts buddy. The third companion is our African and brave Gryffindor, Natsai Onai, a wise, quick-witted, and seeker of justice fanatic who came to Hogwarts after her famous mom and the new Hogwarts divination professor who accepted a position at the school. Natty attended Ugadu, the largest wizarding school in the world, and want to have a closer connection to ancient magic. I wonder what's going to brew from this healthy relationship. It is known that will help her rescue the Hippogriff and one of our mounts named High Wing from poachers, but her side quest is still unknown. Lastly, we have a bizarre one. Hogwarts Legacy posted another companion card separately from the others. Many grew excited to learn about the possible Ravenclaw companion Amit Dakar, a studious Ravenclaw who aspires to become a famous historian and loves astronomy. But the community manager, Chandler Wood, referred to him as a classmate and not a companion. We're all still confused as to what role Amit will play, but he might become our #1 spot for information and lore findings. We will probably have 3 confirmed mounts based upon what you ordered. The Tastro for those who have pre-ordered the Deluxe or Collector's Edition, the Onyx Hippogriff for those who have pre-ordered any tier of the game, the regular Hippogriff and Graphorn, if there are such things, for everyone's access through in-game quests. The flying mounts fly at constant speeds, and there are no boost bars associated with them. You can climb and descend, no problem. The ground mount, the Graphorn, will probably be the same, but we have recently learned that we can use it to charge and stampede our enemies. I wonder if there will be a mechanic in there. We will also have access to upgradable brooms that we can use to traverse the world of Hogwarts Legacy. You can use the broom to fly faster or slow while at about 5 to 10 feet from the ground. But if you choose to climb, your booster bar will deplete significantly. That is, before you upgrade the broom. I believe we'll be able to upgrade the speed, colors, parts, and performance of our brooms as we advance in the game. I can't wait to see what the modding industry will do to bring us the Nimbus series and the Firebolt. There's a massive swimming debate going around. I'm definitely on the we can swim and dive train, and I'll tell you why. During the showcase too, we can see underwater caverns and dungeons. This quest giver is also looking out over the Black Lake when they ask for our help as we overfly them. Also, the showcase number 2 ended right above it, meaning this will probably be the starting point for the showcase number 3, the underwater world in a Black Lake and our aquatic mount, the Kelpie. Now this is just speculation, but bear with me. Also, during the showcase number 2, in the Room of Requirement, we have an upgrade to protect us from amphibian creatures. If that's not the case, modders, please make this happen. It has been confirmed that we will be able to slot up to 16 spells in our interactive diamonds, and the game has confirmed a lot more spells than that. The following spells have been confirmed to be in the game: Accio, the invocation spell; Alohomora, the open lock spells; Avada Kedavra, the unforgivable killing curse; Bombarda, the dry smash explosion spell; Confringo, the fiery explosion spell; Crucio, the unforgivable torture curse; Depulso, the banishment spells, it is opposite to Accio; Descendo, the slam downward spell, it hurts; Defendo, cutting or severing spell; the delusionment spell, a spell that allows you to blend in with your surroundings like a chameleon; Expelliarmus, the disarming spells, yeah, we heard a lot about that, thanks Harry; Glacius, the freezing spell; Imperio, the unforgivable mind-controlling curse; Incendio, the fire conjuration spell; Levioso, the levitation spell; Lumos, the light spell; Opugno, a spell that allows us to grab things and launch at our enemies. Petrificus Totalis, the full body bind spell. Protego, the shield charm. Revelio, a spell that allows us to reveal secrets. Reparo, the repair spell. Stupefy, renders target unconscious. Rictus Sempra, the tickling spell, and it is used as a diversionary tactic in duels. Reducto, destruction spell to reduce things to dust. And Ridiculous, the anti-boggart spell, meaning we're probably gonna see a boggart or two in the game. Potions will come in the form of recipes where we'll have to collect the required items to make them in the Room of Requirement, or you can just head over to Hogsmead to buy some from the J. Pippin Potion Master Cellar. The following have been confirmed. The Odurus Potion, it enhances drinkers' defense by turning their skin into rock. The Wiggenweld Potion, also known as the Healing Potion. Felix Felicis, commonly known as Liquid Luck, and this potion will let us see treasure chests across the world. Maxima Potion, this potion increases the potency of our spells or attacks. And the Focus Potion, a potion that significantly reduces spell cooldown time. So if you just want to spam Avada Kedavra, make sure you make a lot of these. Combat in Hogwarts Legacy will be very fast-paced while incorporating parry, dodge, combos, and weakening mechanics. The Protego shield has different colors to alert opponents on what spells to use to break the shield and attack their opponents. For example, a purple Protego can be broken by the purple-colored icon Accio, and a yellow Protego can be broken by a yellow-colored icon seen here as Levioso. You can also parry spells after the attack aura appears. By quickly pressing triangle, we're able to deflect the spell, or you can hold down triangle to cast a stronger counterspell. Certain spells will require you to hit square to get out of, like the Petrificus Totalis. If you see a yellow aura above your head, you can parry an attack, while a red aura requires you to dodge away, such as a troll charging at you or an Avada Kedavra. The Unforgivable Curses also have much longer cooldowns, so make a lot of focus points, folks. After reaching 10x combo, your Ancient Magic lights up and your Ancient Magic meter starts to fill, which will allow you to cast a finisher spell like Disintegrating, Exploding, Conjuring Lightning, Slamming, or turning opponents into chickens. We can also use potions and plants to plague the battlefield and attack our opponents. After an enemy is cursed, they are marked with an X. If you marked 3 enemies with Imperio or Crucio and cast Avada Kedavra right after, you're not gonna kill just the one that you were attacking, all 3 will die. Throughout the game, as the seasons and day-night cycle change, we'll be able to find and interact with a myriad of fantastic beasts. We'll be able to rescue them from poachers, care for them in our vivarium, release them back into the wild, and use some as mounts. The following fantastic beasts have been confirmed: the Graphorn, Acromantulas and giant spiders, Foopers, Mooncalf, giant squid, Dugbog, Trolls, Hippogriff, Inferi, Mongrels, or wolves or wargs, Jobberknolls, Nifflers, Neasels, Dementors, giant dung beetles, Bicorn, Centaurs, House Elves, Ghosts and Poltergeists, Phoenix, Billywigs, Gnomes, Golden Snidgets, Horcrux, Thestrals, and the most aggressive dragon in the United Kingdom, the Hebridean Black. The following beasts are seen as references throughout the conceptual art, statues, and the like, and I believe we might even be able to see them in the game. The Runespore, a Quintuped, Runaway, Salamander, Unicorns, Demiguise, Hydra, Okami, Manticore, Werewolves, Rumpants, Kelpies, Ashwinders, Merpeople, and Atibo. We can also release these plants to plague the battlefield to our advantage. Mandrakes can stun enemies, the Venomous Tentacula can shoot poison darts at our enemies to incapacitate them, and the Chinese chomping cabbage, my favorite, to bite and slash our opponents. There's going to be a massive marketing ramp up in January. I believe Hogwarts Legacy is going to be releasing a lot of material, such as the launch trailer and the showcase number 3. So buckle up. I also believe that the possibilities for mods, for things like locations, Quidditch, new beasts, new quests, multiplayer capability, and the crazy amount of exploration and free roaming in a breathing and living world will make Hogwarts Legacy playable for many years like Skyrim and The Witcher 3 games. There's also a lot of opportunities for DLC in Hogwarts Legacy, but that'll only happen if the game does well. And if that's the case, we might even be able to see a Quidditch and additional quest DLCs. This game is absolutely massive, thorough, lore-respecting, and incredibly playable. The developers of the Avalanche Software Studios have gone above and beyond to bring us a world we love so much and care for in crazy detail. There has been so much hype and expectation around this game because of the amazing work done by the Avalanche team. This journey has been amazing, and this community has grown considerably large to spread the admiration we have for this world. But there's a lot more coming in January and beyond. I'll be doing some Let's Play warm-ups with the classic games while providing content as they get released, which I can only assume it'll be a lot. Also, my fellow Aurors, if you haven't yet liked, subscribed, and stupefied the bell notification button, stop being a muggle and go do that now. You can also find us on Instagram, Twitter, Discord, and Facebook, where we discuss everything Wizarding World. More content this way comes, my fellow Aurors, and until then, mischief managed.